Hello everyone. I am excited to be back a little bit earlier than I had anticipated. And I don't really have a lot to show, but the things that I do have to show I'm really excited about. So I thought I'd come back right now and do a quick update of where I am with my whips and FOs and the projects that I am looking forward to getting ready to do. So if you are new here, my name is Christie Archer of Christie Archer Designs, and this is a mostly knitting podcast. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are coming back again, I could just hug you, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you for coming back to see what I've got going on, and I appreciate all of the comments that everyone leaves me, and I love all of the subscriptions and the thumbs up and all of that good stuff. So hopefully you will enjoy this episode, and I guess I'm gonna jump right into FOs. Well, before I jump into FOs, let me talk about what I'm wearing today. I have shown it on the podcast before, but just in case you have not seen it, this is called the Brook Green Cardi, and it is by Fogbound Knits, and I absolutely love this cardigan. This cardigan was sort of I had been wanting to start knitwear designing for a while, but this particular cardigan was the one that kind of gave me the push to do it. I love the way this fits. I love all of the way. I've got quite a few Fogbound knit patterns knits patterns, and I love all of them. So that's what I am wearing today. And my one and only FO is sort of something you've seen, but it's not. And let me explain. So, if you are returning, you have heard me talk about this, so I'll keep it short. I am now working with Knit Picks. They are sponsoring my patterns with their yarn. And when I first submitted, I had submitted for 4 of my patterns, and by the time they got back to me, I had already released those patterns. And so I decided with the yarn that they gave me, I was going to keep it similar to what I had submitted, since that was what they had approved, but I was going to change things up a little bit, so I wasn't remaking something that I had already made. But with that said, I decided to, with one of the new patterns that I'm making, the diagonal tee, long story short, I did a rip back of the body, and I was going to re-knit it, and I thought, time-wise, and I'm really wanting to get these final patterns submitted to Knit Picks, I decided to just go ahead and re-knit the pattern that the yarn was actually intended for. Those patterns are already tested and ready to go. They're already live. They've been released. So I am just knitting this. I knit up my sea glass top in the Knit Picks Comfy Fingering Peony colorway. So I will show it now. And does anybody else do this? I take a little bit of my scrap thread and put it in the back of my top so that I can find front from back real easy. If anybody else does that, give me a wave. And if you don't, maybe it's something you think is handy and can start using that little trick. Okay, my original sea glass pattern was written for short sleeves. So with the Knit Picks release, I am going to change it to where it is short sleeve. It has instructions for short sleeve, 3/4, and full length. So I'm showing it in the 3/4 length, and it has, sorry, you can see the creases where it was folded. And then it has this wishbone knit lace pattern at the bottom there. And it really is a beautiful pattern, and I really, really, really love it in the comfy fingering. So that is my FO. It is a, sorry, I'm trying not to cover my face. And by the way, that was a suggestion from Mars of Hey Brown Berry. And last time I talked about that, I couldn't remember where I had seen that, but it was Mars of Hey Brown Berry. So I'm trying not to cover my face when I talk for those that need to read lips in order to help them understand what's going on. So anyway, this is a top-down round yoke with short rows to raise the back neck for the neck shaping. And there's a few, what am I trying to say? Cast-ons for under the arm. And then it is an A-line fit that goes down to the lace trim. And then you pick up for the sleeves, and whichever sleeve length you decide to go with, you will follow those instructions, but they will all end with a 1x1 ribbed cuff. So that is my most recent sea glass top. And so that new pattern, oh, one other thing I wanted to mention, I am in the process of going back with my first 4 patterns, and I have made the decision to cut out a few of my sizes. It's not a huge cut. I'm only cutting 3 sizes, but the reason is I'm really struggling to find testers for my larger sizes, and I don't feel comfortable releasing without at least close to those sizes being tested, so that I can ensure that they are properly fit. So my new patterns will be updated, and also they will be updated with sizes of 30 through 58. So I will be cutting out 60, 62, and 64 inch circumference. And when I do that, Knit Picks requires that all patterns that they, I don't know how to put it. Anyway, if it's like with a Knit Picks kind of, I don't know how to say that. Anyway, Knit Picks requires patterns that are submitted to them. If they accept them, they have to be in portrait versus landscape. And if you have purchased any of my patterns, you know I do all of mine in landscape. So I will also be reformatting everything to be in portrait. And I guess moving forward, even though I really like the looks of landscape versus portrait, I don't know, I'll play around with that and see. I may do 2 versions and just submit the portrait to Knit Picks and keep everything else horizontal. What do you guys think? Do you like landscape better, or do you like portrait better for your patterns? That's a good question. You guys let me know which you guys prefer. I use all of my patterns on my iPad, and I use it in GoodNotes. I knit from my GoodNotes app, and so everything, it's easier to see everything in landscape, so that's kind of why I prefer landscape. Plus I like the way I can do the cover better in landscape. If you've seen my patterns, you'll understand. I may pop a picture of the, no sir, no, sorry. I have one fur baby that loves to go out just for the sake of going out. But anyway, I will pop a picture up here of what my current pattern fronts look like, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So that's my only FO. So now I will get into my whips, and my first work in progress is again kind of readjusting the my party of 8 pattern, and that's a pattern that I wanted to redo anyway because it was not fully size inclusive. So it started at 32 and went to 50, I think, if I remember correctly. That was my very first pattern. So I am doing, instead of party of 8, I'm doing party of 5. And I just realized, I think I showed this on my last podcast, and I probably have not done anything to it since then, so I'll keep this short. But this is the party of 5, which has 5 stripes. I still need to add the sleeves. It is a top-down round yoke, and this one is done out of Knit Picks Lindy chain, which is a really neat yarn. I like the way this drapes and feels, so I'm looking forward to getting this one done. And I got a nail polish. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little obsessed with nail polish. But I have a nail polish this color. I may see if I can find one in this color too. But anyway, I thought that was really cute, or is turning out to be really cute, and I'm looking forward to wearing that. All right, my second FO is, last episode I showed a new design that I had made up, and it was called Ivy Lane, and oh, so pretty. But when I went to wear it, there were some technical issues with the way the sleeves were. And I think it was because of the fabric the yarn that I did it in. So I think I'm going to try that pattern again, but I'm going to make a few tweaks to it. And so that pattern has been put on the back burner. But in order to get all of this is another Knit Picks pattern. So in order to get this one out, I've gone back to the original design that I submitted for, which was my little sprout pattern. And I'll pop a picture of up here of it. Lil Sprout is a top-down halter style top, and if you've been here before, you know I'm obsessed. So I really love that top. So I decided to do another version of that, so it's different, and the yarn weight is different. This is a DK versus a worsted. So this one has a little bit of a mock neck. I'm trying to figure out which is the front and which is the back. I think I've got it right. Okay, so this is a work in progress, and you'll have to excuse the stitches looking all wonky. I had ripped out the Ivy Lane and didn't relax the yarn. I just rolled it up and just knit. So once it's blocked, all those squigglies will hopefully block out. But anyway, I love the mock neck on this. It is so pretty. So I've changed the neckline, and also I have changed the increases. So I'm doing a different trim and doing different increases than, sorry, my nose, than what is on the Little Sprout. And then also I have designed a little lace pattern that I believe I'm going to use for the bottom. I haven't quite, I'm a process designer. You hear of process knitters and everything. I'm a process designer. I kind of design as I go. But I think I'm going to do it's about 2 inches of an acorn trim, acorn lace around the bottom hem. And I just thought for this time of year, that would be so cute, and then throw a little cardigan on over it. Would just be so adorable layered. It's either going to be that, or that plus a 1x1 hem, or it's going to be just a really wide 1x1 hem, maybe 4 inches, 3 inches, something like that. So tell me what you think. Do you think the acorn lace would be cute, or do you think I should just keep it classic and do a rib? So this is going to be, depending on if I use the acorns or not, I may use acorn in the title, acorn halter or something like that. I'm leaning towards the lace because I did work hard on designing the lace, but if I don't use the lace on this, I'll use it on something. So yeah, this is my next design coming out, and it is done in Knit Picks Cot Linen. And really, I love any kind of cotton linen blend yarn. So anyway, this is a design that will be coming out really, really soon. That's it for whips. I told you guys this is going to be a quick episode. Sorry, hold on. What you got there? Got your fox? Mommy's almost done, okay? Sorry. All right. The other thing I'm really excited about sharing is last time I did a podcast, I talked about my project bags, and you guys have just amazing. I sold quite a few of my bags, and it has just lit a little fire under me and encouraged me to continue doing the bags. And I'm really, really, really enjoying the bags. Oh, buddy. Sorry. You lay down. You lay down. Are you wanting up? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on just a moment. There. Is that good? Oh, you're going to lay on Mama's knits? Okay. Sorry about that. He's been shaved. Can you guys see? I think last time you guys saw him, he was furry. We just recently shaved him. He looks like a little rat now. Don't you? Yeah. Okay. All right. So with that said about the bags, I have made up a few more, and I wanted to show you guys currently what is available in the shop as far as the patterns. And also let me say that for some reason, occasionally somebody will be randomly charged for shipping. I have no idea what's going on, because it's like just this past time, 2 random people were charged for shipping. I immediately refunded the money. I apologize. If that happens to you, I will refund the money for the shipping. I don't know what's going on with that. I've looked into it and cannot find anywhere where I'm charging shipping, so I don't know why it's doing that. At first I thought, oh, maybe they're from overseas or something, but nope, that was not the case. So if that happens, just let me know, or I will see it and immediately refund your money. This is one, and excuse me, I don't have the cords in this one. This one is my ocean blue batik, and so I have one of those left. Some of these I cannot remember what I've named them, but you'll see them. I don't have a lot in there. This one, I love the little vines, little leaves, or I don't know, it's just really cute. And I love those colors, the blue and purple and green. It's just so cheerful. So I believe I have 2 of these in the shop. And this one I have one of these. And again, look at those colors. I love that chartreuse kind of green. I'm definitely a green person, for those of you that are new here. If you haven't, and for those of you that are not new here, if you haven't figured that out, I do love my greens. This one I just thought was so cute, and I think I have a couple of these. if you're a teacher or even if you're not. This one's just so retro, and I don't know, it gives me kind of a retro back to school vibe. But look at those fun flowers. And each flower has like a different texture to it, different print to it. So it's just so much fun. And again, and this blue color, it's showing up true to color. That blue is like one of my all-time favorite colors of blue. So I have a couple of those. And then I think I have 3 of these. I'm starting to think about fall, if you haven't noticed with my nails. And I apologize them being so short. For some reason, they keep breaking. I haven't figured out what's going on. But thinking towards fall, I thought this gorgeous black with the little roses, or I'm not sure what flowers those are, but and that's actually blowing out a little bit. Those colors are a little more accurate right there. Oop. So that, I have a few of those. I have one I'm super excited about, and I'm seeing it. I'm actually gonna save it for last because it is so cute. Okay, I have a few of these, and you will notice that the bottoms on this one, let's see, on a few of the ones that I have left, I'm playing around with different proportions on the bags, and as far as the amount of fabric that's being used here and there, and I think I'm going to change it still just a little bit, but I do like having more of the print and less of the canvas. So some of these will have less canvas, more print. So this one is available, and I can't remember what I've named them. And I had that one and this one in there, and they sold out, so I bought more fabric to do more of these. So the picture that I have in there right now, but by the time this goes out, I may have those fixed. But the first set that I made had the wider border of the canvas. So, but I should have the pictures of these up by the time this episode goes out. So isn't that cute? To me, that baby pink is the perfect color of pink. That's a good representation. So there's that one. I have several of those. I have 3 of those and 3 of the blue. Okay, these last 2, especially the last one. This one is just beautiful. Again, thinking towards fall. Look at that. It's almost like a terrazzo kind of vibe, and I know that's really popular right now, so that's similar. It's not exactly, but it reminds me of terrazzo, which when we lived in Florida, terrazzo was huge in Florida. But anyway, I love the colors of that. That is just gorgeous, in my opinion. Do you guys like the brown? Okay, now for the last one. So excited. This is so cute. Okay, are you guys ready for the cutest project bag ever? Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's so cute. I am in love with this project bag. It just makes me so happy. First of all, I love yellow. I cannot wear it very well. I'll do it sometimes anyway because yellow's my favorite color. So it's so hard to find a pretty yellow fabric though. But this one, it's all of that and then some. Oh my goodness, I could make 1,000 of these and never get bored. That is so cute. So hopefully that one tickles you guys as much as it tickles me. These will be up in the shop or up on my website by the time this goes out. And if something is saying that it's sold out and you still want it, just contact me, let me know. It's hard for me to know what prints are going to sell better, and so I try not to do a lot up front until I see what's really successful, and then I don't mind going back and making, you know, more of them. So that is shop update. Since this is a short episode, I am going to touch on a few other things. It is back to school time for us, as I'm sure it is for many of you guys. And if you're new here, I'm a homeschooler. And this year we are going to go back to a book curriculum, workbooks, textbooks, that kind of thing. And for the past few years, we've been doing online. If you guys are homeschoolers, we use AOP, and we've been using Monarch, and I just don't feel like my two kids that I'm homeschooling, I don't feel like they're getting the best education that they can with Monarch. I feel like it can work. I don't want to put the program down. I just don't feel like it works for us. So I am going back to LifePack. And I think in the last episode when I came back into the living room, you guys probably saw a stack of books or a stack of boxes on my coffee table. That is because that is some of the curriculum I still need to go through. And with LifePack, there will be a lot more, I will be a lot more involved. I have to do the planning and everything. With Monarch, I didn't have to do anything. There was very little grading, blah, blah, blah. But with this, I'm going to be a lot more involved. So it's going to cut down on my knitting time, which I'm sad about, but my kids deserve that better education. So I am going to do what it takes to do that. So what I have lined up for me for the rest of this week is, well, by the time this goes out, it will already be done. I have to do lesson planning for the first 9 weeks for my daughter, Fairy. I've already done lesson planning for my son, Gavin. Let's see, what else do I have to do? I do have a few more bags to sew that will be done by the time this comes out. I do want to finish the green new version of Little Sprout before Sunday. And then next week, I'm hoping to get the sleeves done on my Party of 5. And then I'm finally going to cast on my blocked cardigan, which is in testing right now. I'm really excited about that, but I needed to get all of this other stuff off my plate. So once all of those are done, photographed, the patterns reformatted, and some of the sizes taken out, and those are submitted to Knit Picks, then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of just fun knitting. I do want to do the blocked cardigan, and coming up, you guys are probably going to see a lot of cardigans from me, so hopefully you like cardigans. So yeah, that's what I have going. I do still want to do the duet pattern. Who is that by? Hold on, I apologize. And of course, my iPad. Let's see. Duet was gifted to me. I can't even remember. Isn't that terrible? Oops. By Kristen Finlay and Skane. I'll put all of the information up here for you. I guess I can show it real quick. I'll put a picture up because I know the iPad doesn't show well. I'm really excited about the duet, so I'll probably do that real quick, and then I'm going to start in on some just selfish knitting cardigans and things like that. Okay, one other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I'm really excited about this. Recently, I have been looking for more podcasters, and I've discovered quite a few, and I wanted to share some of them with you. And I'll put all of their information up here and in the description box below. Some that I've talked about before, I'll try to skip those. I don't know that I've ever talked about Inga of Knitting Traditions. She's really nice. I do enjoy watching her. She has a beautiful style. So I do enjoy watching hers. I just recently, as a matter of fact, last night, discovered Knit Mania. So I've watched one of her episodes. I have watched Laura of Penrose Knits from the beginning. She's a new podcaster. I really enjoy her. I will say there are times where she starts talking really, really, really fast. I think she's possibly had a lot of coffee. And those episodes I struggle to watch because, again, if you're new here, you might not know I struggle with anxiety and panic attacks. So hers can get a little high strung for me. But she is a doll baby, and I do enjoy her episodes. Elderflower Stitches, she's a new mommy. She is a doll baby. She dyes yarn, and I believe she sews project bags as well. And her new baby Ferguson is just adorable. He's a doll baby. I think I may have talked about Alexandra of Fiberbound. She does a lot of socks, which I'm not normally drawn to podcasters that do a lot of socks, but she's very soothing, and I enjoy some podcasters I just watch for the soothing nature of their voices. So Alexandra is one of those. I really enjoy her. There are two, well, this one especially. This Nanny Knits, I am thoroughly enjoying her podcast. Again, she's on the new side. I think she has 6 episodes. Definitely check out This Nanny Knits. She is a young girl. I think she's in the UK. Pretty sure it's the UK. And she is a nanny for kids. And so she was talking about in her first episode how her friends were like, this Nanny Knits sounds so old and you're not old. And I just thought it was cute. But she is absolutely adorable and a joy to watch. Let's see. There is one other one, and I cannot, I really enjoy her. Hold on, I'm going to go to my history and find her there for some reason. Okay, Hive Knits and Natters. Oh my goodness, what is her name? I can't remember. She is a doll baby. You can tell she's on the shy side. And her first episode is she is a nurse or doctor. I can't remember. Anyway, she's in the medical field and she had just gotten off of a shift. She was exhausted and she was trying to stay awake. So she does this first episode where she's so tired. It was so adorable. And then I think episodes 2 and 3, or it may be 3 and 4, she just starts going through her knitting journey from like her first project, and then it takes several episodes to get through to her current work, and that's a lot of fun too. So I highly recommend Hive Knits and Natters. Knits and Natters. I watched Fleece and Harmony. That was nice. But yeah, I think those are the ones that I will talk about for now. And I know I've started watching some others, but I will share others as I have them. But if you're looking for new podcasters, knitting podcasters, hopefully that'll give you a few people to check out and see if any of them work for you. I know the types of podcasts that you watch, they probably are, or at least for me, they're very, have a style of podcaster that I enjoy watching. So you'll probably see that style with these podcasters. So anyway, I think that's where I'm going to stop today. Oh, no, there's one more thing that I have been dying to talk about, and I keep forgetting. It is not knitting related, but a few months back, I mean, this was probably early lockdown, so maybe about 5-6 months ago, something like that, my husband and I discovered a new show. And I'm not generally one to talk about shows, but this show is amazing. And as late as I am telling you guys about this, you probably already know about it, but you will understand my obsession when I tell you that you must watch from Apple TV, Ted Lasso. If you have not seen that show yet, please go watch it. It is the most amazing television show I have ever seen, ever. The acting is phenomenal. The writing is spectacular. The characters are, you fall in love with every one of the characters. It has a good bit of comedy. You're laughing. But the undertone of the TV show is so inspirational. And I think my family is in Hollywood. They are in film and just all of that kind of stuff. And so I have a huge appreciation for what goes into the production of any type of television show or movie or whatever. And this one is so impressive, so impressive. So if you're into that, you will be thoroughly impressed by the show. If that doesn't mean anything to you, you are still going to love the show because it is phenomenal. And it has hit the world of TV by storm. It is, the second season just started, and I think we just finished the 4th episode last night. And unfortunately, because the first episode we didn't discover until after it came out, or maybe they put all of them out at one time. I don't even know when it came out, but we were able to binge watch all of them. Well, second season, they're putting them out one at a time. And so we're having to wait week by week to watch. And we have literally, my husband and I, and my husband even more so because when I was in Florida, he was watching it every day. We literally have binge watched the first episode more times than we can count, 12, 20, 30, I don't even know. It is that good. So hopefully if you haven't seen it already, I have given you a good suggestion on something television-wise that you guys can check out. If you have seen it, tell me your thoughts down in the comment box below. Comment down below. I'm excited about the show, can you tell? Let me know your thoughts on the show, and if you haven't seen it and you do check it out, please come back and let me know what you think about it, if it is as good as I have led it up to be, because it's just spectacular. Do watch at least the first 2 or 3 episodes before it, you know, it always starts off a little bit slower. So definitely give it a chance, but it is just spectacular. So good. So that's it for today. I will be back hopefully next week if I'm able to get enough pulled together to do another episode. And I'm trying to keep these episodes short. So that is it for today. Thank you all for your comments on my bedroom last week. I thoroughly enjoyed reading all of those, and some of the suggestions were a lot of fun to read. So thank you for all of that. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time.